Are you the middleman? Yeah. Okay.
Hitting a West End quicker than Tekken with an investment. I want that back.
What's good, YouTube? It's SAG here. We about to do a reaction. Let's get it.
I am somebody.
He does everything to get us to college.
All that I care about is winning. I am somebody.
Like, no, not this, dude. Let's get to the reaction. Oh, she did it.
6 biracial people.
I'm biracial.
I am biracial.
I'm biracial.
I'm biracial.
I'm biracial.
I'm biracial.
One of them is white.
Don't get me wrong, that was some empowering stuff, but like I came to watch the video. I'm gonna be honest, I just came to watch, you know, the whole thing, the challenge. That's all I wanted to see.
The group discovers who the liar is, they'll split a cash prize. If the liar survives, they win the entire prize. Who is the odd one out?
So should we start with what do you mix with?
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
tall
What's
as
your
hell.
ethnic?
Yeah.
Basically, my mom is Indian and then my dad is white, so I'm Windian, basically.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm half Taiwanese, half white.
That's cool. I'm half Korean, half white.
Okay. I'm a
She's
fourth
obviously-
black, and then my mom's white.
I'm half black and half French, but white.
I was kind of suspicious of Daria and Ella. The hair.
Oh god, the hair is a throw off, bro. Like, why is her hair like that? But like, she just might be a sleeper. That's all. She might be a sleeper Asian, bro.
I felt like it was kind of a distraction, like as a ploy.
I'm half Native American and half Mexican.
How did your guys' parents?
Well, we all know we could cancel Tachi. Tachi clearly is mixed. She tall as hell.
My parents met at a movie theater. My mom was working there and my dad like came in and he just had a crush on her, so he'd always keep coming back and just watching movies.
I'm gonna say it right now. This dude right here isn't it. It's gonna be between. Nah. I was gonna say the second dude on here on the screen right now. It's probably it, but he might.
This,
It's really wholesome.
It's gonna be him or one of the other two girls. I don't think the hairstyle is a throw off. One girl with the blonde hair, her hairstyle is a throw off, but I don't think it's her. I think it's her on the left. Just cause like she fit that. She kind of fitted a little bit. Like she looked like she like, you can't tell, but she kind of like nerdy-ish. So she, you know, you ain't trying to like just assume, but she probably white on the left. The hairstyle is probably what she used to throw off. For the blonde chick, the hairstyle's throwing off, but she's probably mixed. That's probably why she got the hairstyle.
My dad was a tennis coach at University of Central Missouri, and my mother was an international student learning tennis, so that's how they met.
International student. You threw that in there. Okay, I can see it.
She said, "Oh, you mentioned international students," so I thought she was targeting me, so I thought, okay, maybe she's the mole.
My parents met in grad school. They both went to Georgia Tech.
My
My dad's from Georgia, but my mom immigrated from France to go to grad school in the US, so they just met each other in like the engineering department.
My parents met at a barbecue. My dad was in the military, so he was in Osan Air Base in South Korea. And my mom was at that barbecue because she lived near Osan. She would tell me about it. She was like, yeah, I thought Americans were really weird because your dad showed up in shorts and flip-flops and a button-up tee with like a Russian bear hat, and it was winter. And they're just like, and then you ended up marrying him. She's like, yeah.
My parents met in LA, which is like the mixing pot, so it makes sense, I guess. Yeah.
She had said that her parents had met in LA, but she didn't really elaborate on that. Everyone else had kind of gone into more detail about their parents, and I felt like that was a little strange.
My parents are both from Arizona. They met, I would say at a bar, I think. So yeah, my mom is from like the Navajo Nation reservation.
We got through the questions.
Okay, we got through the questions. That's good.
They gonna pick, yeah. Caitlyn? Daria has to be, never mind. Caitlyn dead. Okay. What if it is Caitlyn at the end of this? I'm gonna say this right now. She do not look like she not mixed with something. That's all I'm gonna say.
I was just noticing that she seemed nervous and she didn't have a lot of details.
On a most simplistic standpoint,
Yeah, no
Ella
kizzy,
looked
it's
the
Ella.
whitest, even though obviously it's not truly about
Okay,
that.
it's either it's Ella.
We have
Between Ella,
a
Daria,
three-way
and
tie. Between Ella, Caitlin, and Daria. You guys are gonna have 30 seconds on the clock to just kind of prove your case.
Caitlin?
So my hair, I have an afro normally, but it's all braided and I added in extensions just because it's easier. But I have 4B curls, which I would only know if I was mixed. I get that from my dad. Everything else is white because, I mean, my dad's half Belgian and half black, and then my mom's fully white. So I just unfortunately am Xerox paper and I don't even tan. But it's all in my hair, I promise.
My mom's from France. She's from a place called Rennes in Brittany. And then my dad grew up in Devereaux, Georgia. But I actually also grew up in Arizona because they moved there and had me and my younger brother, younger sister.
I'm not
my sister
buying
and I
it,
are kind
Daria.
of the palest, but my brother actually looks like he's black.
You gotta be white.
So yeah, it's a weird liminal space to be in.
She didn't even speak.
What I was
Oh,
going
no,
to say
this is a
before is that my mom is from the Navajo Nation Reservation.
Bro, without a doubt, she's Mexican. Like I don't know why they tried to cap. Like I didn't know. I don't want to just say that she like. I should have said she's Latina, but like she's clearly Mexican. She's not white, bro. They're like whoever wrote that down was dumb. They're dumb.
And my dad is Mexican. He just grew up in Arizona. So, you know, I have equal, like, balances in both, I guess. Yeah.
Ain't no way you're still
Started,
picking
you know,
Caitlin.
kind of giggling or laughing in her story, and I thought, there's something suspicious here.
Dang.
Isn't that Daria?
Good luck, guys.
It's
Nice
Austin.
talking to you.
It's freaking Austin.
The fact that
bro.
I'm pale, I thought, you know, might have gotten me voted out.
Raise your hand if you think the mole is still in the
Oh.
box and you'd wish to continue the game.
I had a question because you said that you're growing up Quappa.
Oh.
Or like,
Daria,
or
was
sorry,
it?
like because you're a reporter, right?
Oh, that's what it's called?
Oh, yeah.
That's good to know. Put that on my back
I have a
pocket.
friend
Daria is
that's
awesome.
Quappa fit.
Yeah.
I guess like, what was that like for you as
I
far
can go
as
for
I
the
know as
obvious
like a
pick, which is
biracial
Daria.
person? It's like you feel like an imposter in your own culture sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm the lightest of me and my siblings. I have a younger sister who's like the color of Rihanna, and then my brother is super tan. And so then there's me, white girl with a giant afro, and people are always like, how is your hair so frizzy? I'm like, well, it's curly, it's an afro. You know, explaining to people like who I am. It was hard at times, but then I also was really proud that I got to say like, oh, I'm part black. Like that's why I have this cool hair. But it took me a while to really love who I am.
Have the rest of you guys felt like that before too, or?
One thing I felt is like, I've actually been to India like multiple times, and whenever I go, I'm like the lightest one there, so I just don't feel Indian at all, really.
He said that he had been to India and he just kind of threw that out there. And that felt really quick and just like but there wasn't any detail to the story.
Yeah, for me, being from Colorado, my experience has always been too Asian to be white here in Colorado, but here
Never
at
mind.
UCLA where I'm.
Never mind. I thought it was awesome. I'm starting to look at his eyes. Now that sounds stereotypical as I don't know what, but like you could see some of the Taiwanese in him. Now if he comes out to still be fully white, bro, I'm gonna say he could definitely pass for being possibly mixed with Asian. Possibly.
Not right now, where it's a lot more diverse. I'm feeling like sometimes
But I
I'm too
can see,
white
like,
to be
his
Asian.
mom.
So no matter what, I
Mom
always
Asian.
feel exclusion from one side, and I think that's one of the struggles or like one of the experiences of being biracial.
I don't know. I think when I was younger, I was a little more ambiguous looking. Like people would kind of joke I was like a chameleon growing up because I didn't look the same every couple of years. But it was like, I would always get like made fun of a lot by like other Korean students who would say like, there's like slurs for like biracial people. And so it was always like, oh, people like you just shouldn't exist and stuff like that.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Still here.
I grew up in predominantly white neighborhoods my whole life. And I don't speak Spanish. I don't speak Navajo. I never had a quinceañera. So I'm not really like 100% in like each culture.
I'm gonna say this right now. If they still go back to the next time and pick Caitlyn, bro, gotta be losing some brain cells.
Yeah. For me, growing up mostly with my mom's family, who's majority white, and then my dad's family lives farther away. So soul food and all that stuff I kind of missed out on, and I got to kind of explore later in life, but that's something that I always wish I had.
I'm glad we all got to talk.
Yeah, that was a good discussion.
His like story was not as consistent. There were some things that had some detail and then some other things that were a lot less detailed.
Sucks to lose, but it's all good.
Raise your hand if you think the mole is still in the box and you would like to continue the game.
When the group eliminated Devin, I think we found them all. I think we're good now.
If the light turns green, that means you have voted the mole out and you all win.
Austin, bro.
However, if the lights turn red, that means the mole is still in the box and you lose.
Devin, yeah.
It's racing.
Oh, cool. Gas money for everybody.
Yeah.
Will the mole please reveal themselves in 3, 2, 1.
It was Daria! I knew it!
I'm Lebanese, Arab, Middle Eastern, which is technically white in the U.S.
Didn't
People
call
from
her
North
out
Africa,
first?
so like Egypt, Tunisia, Algeria, etc., and people
Get
from the Middle
outta
East
here.
are considered white on the U.S. Census. So it really goes to show how arbitrary the term white is in the ways in which it's applied to people.
I always think it's silly that on the census it's, you know, black, white, Asian. The categories are so limited. And so when I'm doing the census, I just put white because I look like I'm white. It just goes to show you that no matter what somebody looks like you could be biracial. Like your hair, I would have thought, okay, I could believe that you're mixed because you have the curly hair, but you never know.
Yeah.
I knew it was her, bro. I knew it. Alright, guys, it's been a good reaction. See you next time.
Thanks for coming, guys.